What's up, guys? Welcome to my first episode of a Bedrock Edition series. I'm going to be doing a little series of episodes and mostly focusing on some command blocks. I had a request on how to make a custom boss in Minecraft, but specifically for Bedrock Edition. And so I thought I'd check it out because, I didn't really have a lot of insight and I'd never really tried to do anything like this before. So this has been a great learning process for me, and as I kind of figure things out, I'm going to be trying to walk you all through it as well. So I have some stuff set up over here, and then I have this little small caged-in arena, even though with the way chains work, you're not really caged in. You can walk right through it, but you will see why that is there in just a second. So, the way that I have this set up and what these are is to give an evoker, that's what they're called, an evoker right there, is to give an evoker, you see this one, I promise I'll get to the point, you see this one, I killed in 3 hits, 3 critical hits, but you will notice name equals quote test. So if I put this in here, actually, oh no, I still have well, if you put the evoker egg in here and you rename it test, then that way the evoker that you spawn will be named test. And these command blocks are essentially giving him armor that will make him a lot tougher to kill, and you can see he also has an effect, and that effect is speed 5. And since this is a repeating command block, so it's always active, that 1 right there is the duration, but all I need it for is 1 second because it is always active, so it's constantly refreshing. So you'll see if I come up to this guy and start smacking him, there's 3, 4, he's running away really quickly, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13 hits. So that's significantly more. I'm basically putting, if we see here, diamond leggings. These are all diamond armor. I have a chest plate, helmet, and boots and leggings. And I will show you guys how to do that. And then I also gave him speed. This command block is basically just, I'll go ahead and hit it and show you. I spawn one of these in here. I have it so that I can show you guys in just a minute what it's like to actually fight this guy in survival, because he alone turned out to be a pretty tough little mini-boss if you're trying to do that. So, I didn't know you could grab a repeating command block. I'll go ahead and grab a normal one and show you how to make it repeating too. And I'll show you I'm going to make a skeleton that's wearing all iron armor. So, the command that you're going to be wanting to use is replaceitem. And since you are replacing the item of an entity, you're going to type entity, and then @e, which will target all entities, but then you specify which ones. So type equals, and then whatever entity you're wanting to spawn in. So the evoker has kind of a funny name. I'll show you what that is. The evoker is actually an evocation. I don't know what's happening. Is actually an evocation illager. So that spawns the evoker. But for this example, I am going to be doing a skeleton. So type equals skeleton, comma, and then name equals quotation marks, and I'll name this one test 2. And then another bracket, and then this is after that, that's just what you're targeting. After that, you want to put the item that you're replacing. And so to do that for an armor slot, so let's do a helmet first, and I can show you. If you give the skeleton a helmet, then he won't burn in the daylight. So you want to do slot dot armor dot head, and then 0, so you're putting it in slot 0, and since there's only one slot, slot 0 works. If you were giving an item to a player or replacing an item in a player's inventory, then you could choose which slot. So you could put like slot 7 and it would put it in their 7th slot. But since this is a random entity, that doesn't matter. So slot armor head 0, and then we'll do iron underscore helmet. And then after you do that, you want to make sure that the block type is repeat and needs redstone. Change that to always active. And now you can click on it again and test. If it says no targets matched selector, that means that it's working. Since it's always active, it will update after you click off of it. So you can see if I go in here and like mess up the word helmet, then if I go back in here, you'll see it says syntax error. So with a repeating command block, that's how you can tell if you typed something in wrong or correctly. So I go back in there, no targets matched. But what I can do, let's go back to the spawn eggs, find a skeleton, put him in the anvil here, and if we name him test2, bring him out here, we can spawn him wherever we want, and he will have an iron helmet. And so you basically repeat that thing you repeat the same command for whatever you want to give him, and if you want to, I'll show you how to replace the item in his hand too. I'll go ahead and, I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. So you're doing the exact same command, and the only thing you change is at the end, and I will show you what that is. So replace item entity at E, brackets, type equals skeleton, comma, name equals test2, and then this is where it gets different. So the other one was slot armor head for the helmet, so this is going to be slot weapon main hand, and that will replace, instead of the bow in his main hand, it will replace it with whatever you want. So again, I'll type in 0, and then say, oh, I'll replace it with an iron axe. So iron axe, and then we need to change this to repeating, always active. We can see that it should, yeah, it already replaced this guy right here. And I can spawn another one, and he'll spawn in with an iron axe. So those are the basics, and that's really how it functions. And now I will go ahead and show you guys what it's like to fight this, what's his name? Evoker. I keep forgetting what he's called. What it's like to fight this Evoker over here. So I've already spawned him in. I'll just come in here. You can see up in the top left, I'm wearing full netherite armor, but he's still pretty tough to fight. So I'll just /game mode S. If I hit enter, and then we will start having to fight this guy. And I just dropped my sword. You can see the fangs that he spawns do 2 hearts of damage with a full set. He runs away from you really quickly. You really gotta watch out for those guys, because they do a lot of damage. I'm just gonna smack him. You can get a lot of smacks in, but you gotta be careful when he... What's he... Oh, he's spawning in the Vexes. These things. They are not nice, let me tell you. Easier to kill, though, than him. But the game thinks, even though it doesn't show it, the game thinks that he is wearing a full set of diamond armor, and that is why he's so tough to kill. But you can see, this could be, like, especially if you had a couple of these, if you're making a dungeon, these could be great little mini-bosses. You can see I killed him, but it's actually, you're likely to take a little bit of damage. And then you can also, I will show you guys in another episode how you can control what they drop. I actually have mob looting, or whatever it's called, off in this world, just because I've been killing so many different mobs in the testing that I didn't want to deal with all the extra items. So that is really the basics for what I wanted to show you in this episode, and I hope you found this useful. Don't worry, there are more to come, and I will show you how to morph different mobs together. So, like, if you wanted to combine him with a blaze, then I will be showing you how to do that. I'll be showing you how to change what they drop, and anything else if you have any other suggestions or recommendations for that. And I will also be trying to upload some more on Java. I've been working on another mini game on there, and I'm pretty excited for that. It's an archery mini game. But that will do it for today's video. Tell me what you think, and leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe and push the bell to make sure you get notifications when I post new videos, and I will see you guys next time.